Once the germination process is complete, which is an average of 5 days, the barley is then moved to this conveyor and lifted up to the kiln to start the peating process and drying process. The barley has now been on the floor for 5 days. It's germinated well. It is now going up to the kiln above us. We are now going to start the fire for the peating process. It's going to be cardboard just doesn't work. So here we have locally cut peat. This was cut this year. So we're hoping for 20 ppm, so this would give us probably about 9 or 10 hours of peating. We want a nice hot fire at the start, and then we put the dry peat on to get the heat up, and then we'll soak it down with wet peat, which will give the smokiness to infuse the grains in the kiln. Right, we'll let that go, and then we will look at that in 5 or 10 minutes time where we'll put the wet peat on. So here we are back at the kiln again. Should we have a look inside? It's been half an hour now. It should be nice smoky in here. Oh yeah, there you go. So that smoke will be travelling up towards the kiln bed, infusing into the barley grains. So, should we go upstairs and have a look in the kiln? So here we are at the kiln bed, 3 meters above the, round about 3 meters above the fire bed. So if you look in here, you can see the smoke coming through. So this will be in smoking for about 9 to 10 hours, which will give us about 20 ppm. How it's just started, the smoke hasn't really at its full potential, so further on in the process we will get more smoke penetrating through the barley. So once this fire is out, which was mentioned before, it'd be 9 to 10 hours, we then put the dryer on where it is dried down to 5%. During this time, the staff will come in and turn the floor just to give it a good aerating so it dries a lot quicker. If we look this way, we will see the next floor going out. It never stops here at Kiln. It's a continuous process here on the malt floor. Earlier today, the floor went up to the kiln, and over the weekend, the steep was steeped with water, and now this is it going out in the floor, ready for the next 5 days. For more in depth about this process, there's earlier videos with Derek about the germination process.